Ready? So, we last left off. We had just stolen a cadaver from the morgue, and we were dressing her up like Emi Katsuno, basically the person we played in the prologue. And she's dead now. As we saw at the end of the prologue, Emi ends up, throwing herself off of her building and she dies. So this is where we're at. She's dead.
Splattered in the flower bed. Probably matches the photo you sent. Wish I'd seen that.
Thanks, Kojiro. And thank Tomoe for me.
No prob.
Where are you, anyway?
Parking lot across the road. Perfect view of her apartment. People are coming outside. Must have heard the splat. Mad. We'd better gun it. See ya.
Okay.
I hang up the phone and a smile fights its way across my tired face. Emi Katsuno is dead. She killed herself thanks to the trauma of discovering her own corpse at her doorstep. Even though I forgot to send the corpse photo last night. Me? What do you mean? What's up, Asan? Like, where am, like, me? I'm in a room. This is my green screen that's just behind me, but you can see, like, there's a TV, there's a couch. Yeah, I'm inside my closet. We're just chilling in there. Oh, Kojiro. Oh, okay. I was like, oh? I was so confused. I'm dumb as hell, dude. I nearly fucked up our entire plan due to how exhausted I was. By some stroke of luck, I managed to wake up early this morning. Thankfully, my first thought upon waking was to send the photo. What up, Riku? Good morning to you. Here we are. You're just in time. I just started playing. Emi would have received the picture only an hour before the time marked on it. It was a close call, a very close call, but I can't help but wonder if it worked in our favor. Kojiro and Tomoe rushed over to her apartment to deliver the corpse, forcing Emi into a confrontation with the photo, an imminent time of death, and then the delivery of her own corpse, all in the space of an hour, worked to our advantage. Emi is the girl who we played in the prologue. She's the blonde ponytail. It works so well that I'm starting to consider making this our regular mode of operation. I glance at the burner phone atop the coffee table. Since Emi is already dead, there's no point in me waiting 24 hours to discard it. I'll get rid of it right away. After that, I'll have to figure out what to do about the other remaining requests. I still have 2 photos of victims that I crafted on the same day I made Emi's photo. With all the urgency of plotting Emi's demise, I didn't have a chance to send them. I'll have to edit them a little bit because the timestamps on them are now out of date. But that's okay, it's a quick fix. Then there's a request for Noriko Kurosawa. I need to deal with that too. So Noriko is our sister. Eventually. I know, right? A quiet morning at the library is just what I need to escape from the chaotic whirlwind that I've been trapped in for the last few days. Or weeks. The place is silent, as usual. There aren't many people around. I managed to find a seat in my favorite reading nook, and I leave my belongings in a chair to save my spot while I browse for a book to read. I can't bring myself to continue reading Strange Flower right now. Reading a book about corpses while trying to take a moment away from my own life is just not gonna work for me. That's one of the next people we gotta go after is our sister, so it's gonna be exciting. I scan the bookshelves and look for something light to read. Am I in the mood for a comedy? Probably not. A fantasy adventure? Maybe, though that's never really been my thing. Biographies are out of the question. So are history books. I can pretty much dismiss any nonfiction straight away. I'm just not in the mood. So, what should I read? I thumbed through a couple of trashy romance light novels. Covers look appealing, with attractive characters smiling and holding each other and falling in love. But the content within each one is utter crap. Housewife looks for love after her husband vanishes. A vampire lord seeks his vampire queen. A college student falls in love with his professor, only to find she's his long-lost sister. Holy shit. That's an anime waiting to happen, 100%. Yeah, the customer is always right. It's all drivel. I could write better stories than these, but maybe everyone thinks that way. Defeated, I put all the books back on the shelf and returned to the chair I saved. I take a seat and simply browse through my noise feed on my phone. A few photos from acquaintances, comments on the weather, a short essay on human rights, even a poem written in poor broken English. Trash, all of it. Hey man, that's slowly changing, okay? There's some... What's an anime? Yeah, what is an animes? It's slowly changing, hopefully. I don't know, I just hope more older stories are told. Like Spy Family. Yay, 27, Yor's close to my age and she's the best waifu of the season. Let's go. I used to love this inside look at other people's lives. I lived for it. I thrived for it. I used to be aroused at the smallest glimpse inside someone else's life. Couldn't go more than a few hours without browsing noise. I know, right? I'm old as fuck, dude. But now, something is different. Something inside me has changed. I want to say that I've recently become cynical, jaded, but that wouldn't be accurate. I've been this way as long as I can remember. The appeal of voyeurism just isn't there anymore. My growing ability to manipulate the lives and deaths of people has ruined any pleasure I once gleaned from simply spying on them. I need more people to die. Maybe then I'll find satisfaction, ecstasy, release. I lean back in the chair and fold my arms across my chest. My foot taps against the carpeted floor impatiently. I won't find comfort in this library. I won't find relaxation. I'll only find whatever elusive feeling I'm looking for once Corpse Girl's work is complete. Can't rest yet. Not now that things are beginning to escalate. I could be orchestrating the deaths of 3 people right now. The 2 women that had their deaths requested at the same time as Emmy. My very own sister, Yuriko. People are counting on me. People are counting on Corpse Girl to deliver her judgment. I hoist the strap of my handbag over my shoulder and stand up. It's time for Corpse Girl to usher in a new era of human suffering. Dude, you gotta love it. You gotta love this shit. June 15th, Monday morning.
A bizarre string of similar deaths in Tokyo over the weekend have left police and detectives completely baffled.
That's the detective who questioned us at the mall.
We have Chief Detective Fujikawa at the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in the studio today to discuss the events. According to eyewitness reports, a young woman plummeted to her death from an apartment building on Saturday morning. 2 other women suffered a similar fate in different locations late on Sunday night.
Because we all speak English? Hello? Because we all speak English?
Police have not yet released information on the identity.
Because this is the Englando release, or the Englando language settings?
Thoughts, Detective Fujikawa?
We cannot rule out the possibility of homicide in these cases. Police recovered additional bodies at the site of each death. In each instance, a look-alike corpse matching the appearance of the victim was found. This cannot be mere coincidence. I believe that a single perpetrator is behind the deaths of all 3 women.
All 3 women. Okay, yeah.
Leaving a look-alike corpse at the scene of each crime seems to be some sort of psychotic calling card. It's clear that the death of each victim was premeditated. In cases like these, the perpetrator is often looking to be caught, even if only subconsciously. It won't take long to track them down. Once forensic analysis reveals the identities of the look-alike corpses, we will be able to uncover how and where they were obtained.
Yeah, that's what they didn't leave, they just left the body at the scene?
We will bring the perpetrator to justice.
Police are urging citizens to be cautious in the coming weeks. If you see anyone behaving suspiciously, please call the following number.
That's not smart at all.
Damn, this shit's really starting to blow up.
Like, it's my best friend.
Yeah, it's about time.
3 deaths in 1 weekend. Corpse Girl is on fire.
She couldn't have done it without you. And Kojiro. So, thanks. I know those corpse deliveries yesterday were rather last minute.
No problem. Had nothing better to do.
So did she already kill everybody? Holy shit.
We've still got 1 victim ready to conquer, but...
Okay, so she killed the other 2, but not Yoriko
I'm not
yet.
sure when to go through with it.
What's the issue?
Or Yuriko, what was her name?
It's someone I know.
So? Didn't bother you when we stuck it to that Emmy chick.
This is a little different. It's my sister.
Uh-oh.
Yo, hold up. You've got a sister?
You got a sister?
Mm-hmm. Yuriko. She's older than me.
Yuriko, the half-beast.
Shit. Someone requested her death through Corpse Girl's website?
Shit.
Seems like it.
Jeez. good chances.
I'm wondering the same thing.
Well, think it over a bit longer. You might want to lay low for a while anyway. Sounds like Shinya's dad is all over this case.
Sorry? Shinya's
I knew that was
dad?
Shinya's dad, okay.
That detective guy, Fujikawa.
Fujikawa.
What?
Yep, friggin' scary guy. Had an awkward dinner with him and Shinya a while back.
Wow.
Oh my god. Why didn't anybody tell me I forgot to pause my music? I was like, what am I hearing, dude? I was so confused. Oh my goodness. I was like, what am I hearing?
You know, I met him once before.
You did?
He certainly was intimidating. But don't worry, we only met by chance. Had nothing to do with Corpse Girl.
Alright. As long as he doesn't know your identity, you should be fine. Still, what's your next move?
Yeah, I thought Aaron was in on it.
I'll think over what to do about my sister for a little longer. But as soon as more requests come through the website, I'm going to fulfill them. I don't have the luxury of time. I can't just lay low like you said.
Val, you miss us becoming best friends with Tomoe and forming the Corpse team. Where it's Noriko, Tomoe, and Kojiro. And we've killed, how many people are dead now? Probably like 10, right? Because the 5 from Ida, and then Emmy, the 2 other girls. Okay, so that's 8. Just kidding. 8. 8 people are dead now, thanks to Corpse Girl. And yeah, it's all over the news and everything. It's crazy. Yeah, we even have a hideout. It's crazy.
Sheesh, when did you grow a pair?
And we're besties now. We're besties.
I'm serious. I'm tired of lagging behind. Corpse Girl is on a winning streak now. It's up to me to keep it going.
Okay. Well, just let me know when you need me.
Thanks. I will.
Well, back to work or whatever.
Dude, I love it. We're best friends. 3 deaths in 1 weekend. Corpse Girl truly is at the top of her game. It was a bit of hard work, but in the end I managed to pull through, thanks to a bit of luck, of course. Yesterday, after returning home from the library, I had a sudden burst of inspiration. I ran a reverse image search on the photos of the 2 women that were submitted to Corpse Girl's website. It was pretty easy to locate their Noise profiles thanks to that. I was kinda shocked when I saw that they all shared 2 mutual friends on Noise, Emi Katsuno and Yuriko Kurosawa. A bit of digging through their profiles revealed their names to be Fuyumi Amano and Manami Sachiko. They both worked at the same store as Emi, and my sister. It struck me that then that all of these requests must be somehow related, but it didn't matter so much. Tracking down Amano's and Sachiko's addresses wasn't as difficult as I feared. I contacted Tomoe, and she told me she was familiar with the store they worked at. She volunteered to head over there and see if she could access the employee records. Apparently the whole job was so easy that she managed to walk in and out in 3 minutes flat. She said that none of the staff even batted an eyelid as she walked in, and she simply strode into the back room, rummaged through the filing cabinet, and snapped a photo of the employee contact sheet. Wow. With that information at our disposal, nothing stood in our way of delivering look-alike corpses to their homes. A few hours shared between the morgue and the factory, and it was done. Both Amano and Sachiko killed themselves within an hour of each other. So far, the kill rate of delivering a photo and then a corpse is 100%. I can only imagine the thoughts that must go through someone's mind when they are faced with their own corpse. The looming dread, hopelessness, and fear of inevitability have proven to be so overwhelming that suicide becomes the only viable option. Yeah, that's how Emmy saw her corpse. It's crazy, like holy shit. Because of this development, I finally ruled out the possibility of Corpse Girl's victims being murdered by some mysterious stranger. I only ever invented that theory due to the strange circumstances in which Ruri Hatano died. After all, she was hung from a scarecrow in an uncannily similar fashion to the corpse photo I invented for her. None of the other victims' deaths since then have made me truly suspect that another party could be involved. All of them have clearly been suicides, or in the case of Eiichi Hanada, coincidental accidents. Kotomi Ida's death was an outlier since she was likely killed out of self-defense. I'm about 90% certain that Corpse Girl's power lies in the ability to convince victims to end their own lives. There's no third-party murderer acting on her behalf. And I've begun to suspect that the power I hold is no esoteric, arcane force. It's not some supernatural art. It's not witchcraft or sorcery or some holy power bestowed upon me from on high. The power Corpse Girl holds is simple determination, grit, resolve. My will to end lives is what drives me to craft convincing corpse photos and deliver look-alike cadavers. That in itself is enough to act as the knife twisting in a victim's side. It's enough to compel those weak of heart and weak of mind to end their lives. If that's all my power ends up being, I'm happy. I'm happy that I can be the instrument that delivers Corpse Girl's justice, regardless of whether it's through mundane or mysterious methods. As long as victims continue to drop like flies in the wake of Corpse Girl's ascension, I will remain content. This is only just the beginning. There are no new requests when I log into the Corpse Girl website this evening. I'm strangely okay with that. There's something I want to do before more requests come through anyway. I'm going to make some updates to the website. A few improvements that will considerably ease the workload placed upon Corpse Girl, Kojiro, and Tomoe. In the website's admin settings, I add a couple of extra data fields to the front page. Instead of just asking for a photo and a phone number, the website will now require a victim's address to be provided. This will ensure that we can successfully deliver a corpse for every request. In addition, the site now asks for the victim's name. I've always been hesitant about requesting this specific detail. I never wanted to know the names of the people Corpse Girl will kill. It creates familiarity, and I always used to worry that it would prevent me from going through with a request. More than all of that, I fear that I would delve too deep into somebody's life. I feared that I would become too attached, too entranced by standing on the outside and looking in. Knowing someone's name would have allowed me to easily find victims online and go down the rabbit hole of spying on their private lives. My voyeuristic fetishes would have defeated me. I know myself, and I know that I would have become far too interested in a person to carry out their death. It's the same reason why I never reverse image search a victim's photo before yesterday. Now that things are escalating, now that Corpse Girl needs a victim's address to ensure a kill, I have to get past all of that. I have to be strong for Corpse Girl. I'm somewhat relieved that the timing is suitable. After all, I haven't been as aroused as usual when stalking people online. I don't know if my libido is just low, or if I truly have become uninterested in such things. Either way, I believe I'm able to cope with the burden of extra knowledge. Learning victims' names, addresses, all of that. It's gonna work in Corpse Girl's favor. And I'm surely strong enough now to not give in to temptation and succumb to the scopophilia that has plagued my existence for years. Scopophilia? After adding the victim's name and address fields to the website, I decided to add one final touch. There's a particular line of text that describes how the site works. I've always liked it. It says, your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. It's concise, and it perfectly sums up the intention of the website. However, it needs to be updated to correctly apply to Corpse Girl's new modus operandi. I changed the line ever so slightly, just enough to make a difference. It now reads, your victim will receive their own corpse shortly before they die. Some people might think it doesn't make sense. They'll think that maybe it's a typo, or written by someone not familiar with the language. What's up, Captain? Was Ari my favorite announcement? No, my favorite announcement was the trailer for Final Fantasy 16. But Resident Evil 4 was, right there. It was right there with it, so they were both my favorite. And then after that was probably Street Fighter 6. And then the Callisto Protocol. Yeah. But it is completely intentional. Now that I've made all the changes to the website, I click the save button in the admin panel. The changes are reflected immediately on the front page of the site. Corpse Girl's new and improved request form is online. With that done, I need to simply sit back and wait for some new requests to pour in. And it shouldn't take long once I put my next plan into motion. Because I finally figured out how my sister can be of use to me after all of these years. She's going to help me become famous. Yuriko Kurosawa's death will ensure that everyone in Japan knows the name Corpse Girl. Oh shit! Scopophilia, literally the love of looking. The term refers to the predominantly male gaze of Hollywood cinema, which enjoys objectifying women into mere objects to be looked at. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for educating us, Riku. I appreciate that. Yeah, yuck. June 16th, Tuesday morning. For the first time in a while, my fingers scrape against the bottom of the cabinet drawer.
Oh, shit.
In my Twitch chat, right? I fumble around and grab the last remaining burner phone in the drawer. It's a fairly modern handset from around 3 years ago. These newer models never retain their battery charge for more than a month or so when they've been inactive. Thankfully, it uses a generic charger, so I quickly plug it into the kitchen outlet and wait for it to return to life. I glance back down at the open drawer. It's completely empty now. Gonna need to restock my supply of burners if I hope to continue with Corpse Girl's work. I nervously bite my fingernails at the thought. Getting the phones isn't easy. It's free, yes, but not easy. If I get busted trying to lift a stack of them, that might very well be the end of me. I'll have to obtain as many new phones as possible at some point today. Once Corpse Girl kills my sister, my website is gonna explode with new requests. I need to be as prepared as possible. Identicatives! I decide to finish getting ready for work while the burner charges. As much as I'd like to simply skip out and deal with my sister, I do need to pop into the office. Missing too many days is going to lead to getting fired, and that might compromise my mission. I take my medication, I apply my makeup, I pack my handbag. It's all so mundane, but it's also necessary. Each day is the same routine. There's comfort to be found in that, especially for someone like me, but sometimes I remember the excitement of finding myself in new situations. Even if those situations end up with me lying in the muck of a bathroom floor, or against the stone-cold tiles of a morgue. When I'm ready to leave the apartment, I snatch the burner phone up and check the battery. At around 40%. That should be plenty. I stash it in my handbag so it's ready for action when the time comes. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. I find myself alone in the office well after the working day has ended. The entire floor is empty and silent. I shut down my computer and stretch my tense arms. I don't normally like staying back late, but sometimes it's necessary to get work done. When I say work, I'm of course referring to Corpse Girl's tasks. When I'm absolutely certain that everybody has gone home, I get out of my chair and wander listlessly around the office. It's kind of nice having the place to myself. It's like my apartment, only bigger and colder, and without that terrible odor of mold that permeates the walls. I notice that quite a few people tend to leave their belongings at their desks. Nothing too valuable. The occasional coat, hat, or a pair of headphones. If somebody of low moral character wished to steal them, there would be nothing stopping them. I'm personally not interested in any of that. I walk to the other side of the office floor and reach the seniors' cubicles. Even the seniors leave important things lying around. There's a gift bag with a cake shop logo on the front, a company credit card, a few personal bank statements. But the contents of their desk drawers are where the real gold is found. As I rifle through one drawer in particular, I find exactly what I'm looking for. It's an old Noise brand phone, a few models earlier than my own. It slips into my handbag right alongside the burner phone. The burner phone I brought from home. I close the desk drawer gently and traipse into the next cubicle. The top drawer here contains a flip phone, a familiar classic. It'll serve me well. Into the handbag it goes. One of the main problems I have with this company, with any company in fact, is the wasteful attitude of management. Executives, seniors, and even some junior staff are provided with company phones. Basically, if you're expected to make calls on the job, the company will issue you a phone so that you don't have to use your own. However, with the rapid evolution of modern technology, phones often find themselves replaced or upgraded well before they cease functioning, and management doesn't care about recycling or repurposing unused obsolete phones. The devices simply drift to the bottom of drawers or storage cabinets, destined to become forgotten within moments. Am I really doing the wrong thing by taking these phones off the company's hands? It's not like I'm stealing personal property from the employees. It's only taking what the company is likely to write off as a business expense. And this is a multi-billion yen company. Are they really gonna miss the odd, outdated device? I justified this to myself long ago. I'm ensuring these phones are used for a bigger purpose. There's nothing bigger than fulfilling Corpse Girl's ambitions. As I swipe the fourth or fifth phone, I hear the ding of the elevator from across the office floor.
Shit.
Ah, shit. Someone's here. I need to get away from the cubicles without being seen.
Noriko, is that you?
I must have ducked down a second too late because the voice identified me correctly. I scuttle forward on my knees just a little bit so that I'm not so close to the cubicles. When I get to my feet, I'm halfway between the senior employees area and the juniors open plan desks.
Shinya?
Shinya walks over from the elevator to greet me.
You're here awfully late.
You're here awfully late?
What were you doing over there? That is, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I lent my USB drive to one of the seniors earlier, and they didn't return it, so...
That's a bad lie.
Did you find it?
Nope. Oh well. I'll ask about it tomorrow.
Is that Runeby? Hello, hello. Welcome in. How is how is this corpse game? This corpse game is phenomenal. I absolutely love this game. I've loved every second of it. But thank you for the raid, B. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, fellow Cloud. This is a very welcoming place to Clouds. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for that shout out, RX. I appreciate it. But y'all are just joining us. This is, oh, it's crazy, right, Ponzo? This game is phenomenal. This game is so fucking good. Like, it's $17.99, by the way. It's on sale right now. Highly recommend. Go buy it. Go support the devs. They're fantastic. They're phenomenal. They're great. It has an all-star voice cast. The opening theme is sung by Emmy Evans. You know her from Nier Automata. She sang all of that. It's insane. Noriko right here is voiced by Erica Harlocker. She voices An from Persona 5, Venti in Genshin Impact. Everybody's great. It's so good. Okay? It's so good. And to catch everybody up on what this game is about. So we play Noriko. Noriko's the main character. And she has an alternate persona called Corpse Girl. What Corpse Girl does is she runs a website that people submit basically the information of people they want dead. So once she gets that information, she delivers basically a corpse to the person that they want dead, a corpse of them. She steals cadavers, makes them up to look like the victim, and she delivers it to them basically, and they, you know, they end up killing themselves and stuff. This has heavy themes in it, super heavy themes. There's your warning, because it's very heavy. Noriko is not the best person, to say it lightly. She's very sociopathic, and it's fantastic. It's phenomenal. It's very, very good. I highly recommend it. It's extremely good. If you love horror visual novels, check it out. Get it, play it, do everything with it. Thank you for the follow, Cloud. But yeah, thank you again for the raid, B. I appreciate you, and I hope your trip went well. I know you got a bunch of really cool, what are they called, little plush things. I liked the Mega Man one. That was my favorite one. But yeah, I hope you had a fantastic stream too. Thank you, Sonic, for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody, again. And we're just gonna get on with it. Right now, we are finding burner phones. Okay, we need burner phones, and we're stealing them from our company.
I could help you look if you like.
Seriously, it's okay.
This is our
I'm
coworker.
about to head home anyway. What are you doing here?
I left my wallet at my desk.
What a chump.
Can you believe it?
So, fun fact about this guy. One of our partners in this scheme, this is her boyfriend, and he was actually getting sexually assaulted by our boss. So, his girlfriend, our partner basically, requested the death of our boss, and that was one of, like, the biggest because when she ended up dying, she actually killed 4 other people, and then she got killed herself. It was crazy. That's what gave a lot of attention to her, and what basically started the formation of the Corpse Girl team. So he's pretty important.
Luckily,
also, his dad is the main investigator investigating into us.
I would have appeared to be quite the buffoon if I'd been unable to pay for our meal.
Yeah, you buffoon.
Yeah, I suppose
He's a nice
so.
guy.
Hey, how are things anyway?
Things with Tomoe are
They're
great.
truly in love. Tomoe's our best friend.
Truly in love.
Wow, okay.
She's not our best friend. She's my
exactly
best
what I
friend.
meant,
My
but
personal best friend.
How are things here? I mean, what happened with Kotomi and...
So Kotomi is the one that we killed.
Ah, that whole kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. I love that word.
Can you believe Miss Ida is dead now? Is it wrong of me to say that I'm
Completely
happy
fine.
she's dead?
She was the one that was sexually assaulting him.
Is that an awful thing to admit?
I gently shake my head, but I don't interrupt his train of thought.
It's so bizarre. Especially considering our relationship and how determined she was to end my career.
She was not a good person. It bothers me that Shinya is still referring to the conflict between himself and Kotomi as a relationship.
It would seem that she was the only one with animosity toward me.
He's crying. Look at
As
that.
such, the other executives said I'm welcome to work here as long as I like. In fact, they were even generous enough to give me a small salary raise.
Wow! That's great, Shinya. I'm really happy
We did a
for
good
you.
deed. We killed 5 people, but we did a good
Thank you.
deed.
It truly was a struggle there for a little while.
Before my brain can even register what I'm saying, the following words tumble out of my mouth.
Do you want to talk about it?
Noriko, I know that I haven't been as open with you as I should have been.
Noriko, like I've said before, she has a lot of problems. Like, she has a lot of mental issues. So this is, like,
Maybe
she's not used to
talking
all
about
this
it will help me
socializing.
put the whole thing behind me.
I bite my tongue as I try to think of a way to back out of the situation.
You know, if you're uncomfortable talking to me, maybe Tomoe can help?
My objection is met with a smile. Looks like I'm in too deep now.
Tomoe means well. She really does. But whenever I bring up the subject, she becomes visibly angry. Many a death threat against Miss Ida has been made aloud. I wouldn't be all too surprised if Tomoe was the one who killed her.
She is the one who requested her death.
There certainly is a motive there, after all.
So you don't know who killed Kotomi?
Monka
I
is.
don't even think the police know that much. Father showed me the photos of the crime scene.
Oh?
Bizarre that whoever did kill her was also killed in return. Though, as abusive as she was toward me, I never took her as the type to instigate a mass murder. She was an angry person, yes. But that seemed to stem from a lack of fulfillment.
Oh no, he's trying to
That's what
figure
I
it out.
assume, anyway. And I think that's the reason she made her advances on me.
Shinya, I really am sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through such a traumatic experience.
I thought I was going to lose everything. My job.
Yeah, he was
My
in not a good place at all.
Miss Ida threatened to steal it all away from me. Just so she could experience some form of power, some small manner of pleasure. Why do people do those things, Noriko?
We're doing the exact same thing.
What joy is there even to be found in...
I take my time to consider my reply. I'm probably not the best person for him to be having this discussion with, but all things considered, it does seem to be helping him come to terms with things.
Shinya, what you went through with Kotomi, what she did to you, that's not what it's about. She never had the right to put you through that.
Yeah, she was bad.
I
She was
hope that
awful.
one day, when you're comfortable and feeling healthy, I hope that you can make some good memories with Tomoe.
Yes,
Aw.
thank you, Noriko.
Don't mention it.
Wait till y'all see Tomoe, she's great. I don't know if my words were the right ones. What right do I have to talk about what he went through? I can only hope that I managed to bring him some sort of comfort.
I better grab my wallet and get going. Don't want to keep Tomoe waiting. Say, would you like to join us, Noriko?
Oh, you guys are on a
Are you
date!
hungry at all?
Oh, I don't want to intrude on your romantic evening.
Right, Shinya deserves a
It's
hug.
no trouble, really.
Maybe next time. I have some things I
So
need
the
to
most
do.
recent request that we got. Well, okay, y'all probably see it right now.
No problem. Well, see you later.
Shinya takes off toward his desk. I breathe a sigh of relief as I hoist my handbag up from the ground, feeling the reassuring weight of my newly acquired burner phones. I enter the elevator and give a polite wave to Shinya as the doors close.
Give me a call back when you leave the restaurant.
So that's Tomoe. She's basically our driver. And she does some covert ops too.
You want me to drive tonight?
It has to be tonight. We talked about this.
But
Please. Kojiro is on standby as well.
Thank you, Bread and Butter, for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you again for all the follows. I do appreciate it.
fine.
Fine.
Not like I've been dying to bring Shinya back to my place or nothing.
Don't push Shinya. Let him tell you when he's ready.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll probably be out of the restaurant in an hour. That cool?
Yes.
Bye!
Bye! Dude, Tomoe is my best friend. I love it. I look down the street, my gaze aiming directly at the restaurant Tomoe is currently seated at with Shinya. I need to kill an hour around here, but what is there to do? Is this a game or a visual novel game? It is a visual novel, Slick Evan. It's a horror visual novel, so it's mostly a story, and then you choose choices it gives you. Yeah, she's a gyaru, and I love the gyaru aesthetic, and I also love the gothic Lolita aesthetic that Noriko has. I could go visit Aoi at the maid cafe, but then I'd have to pay the table charge to enter, and it'd probably be pretty weird to be served by girls in maid costumes. Not really my thing. As I glance around, I notice a 24-hour manga cafe at the end of the street. Let me some visual. This is a very good visual novel. It is on sale right now. I highly recommend it. That could actually be perfect. I could rent a quiet space for a few hundred yen and just read a book until it's time to go. No one there to bother me. In fact, the only person I need to speak to is the attendant at the counter. With my mind made up, I hurry along to the manga cafe. Yep, $17.99 plus tax.
Pretty late.
This is, so Kojiro here, he works at the morgue in a hospital, and this is where we get our cadavers from. He's our partner in crime.
Come on, you're a night owl. What are you complaining about?
Just making chit-chat.
Well, instead of talking, how about you hold that flashlight still?
Oh god, getting flashbacks to when my dad was like, hold the flashlight still. Did y'all have to do that? They were working on some shit and you had to hold the flashlight or whatever? Not like this.
See what I'm doing with you waving it around.
Not like this.
Sam.
I'm nearly done anyway. Fucking Noriko. This wouldn't be so difficult if she didn't have different haircuts in every single photo on her profile.
Okay, so Yuriko is our next victim. Yuriko also just happens to be our older sister.
I'm just going to have to estimate the length of her hair for now.
So I guess that's a plan, RX. I guess that's a plan. The corpse on the table in front of me looks like an uncanny clone of my sister. I snip away a little more hair from her fringe and then put the scissors aside.
You must be close.
The opposite.
Makeup's done.
Thanks. Looks good.
Tomoe beams as she puts the cap back on the lipstick in her hand.
I think we're done. Can you zip up the bag? I really need to wash my hands.
You got it, boss.
I step away from the corpse and plunge my hands into the ice-cold bucket of water on the factory floor. I have to admit that we've become pretty good at this whole thing. In just a week or so, we've managed to refine our art and synchronize our duties.
Load her in the van. I'm going to send the corpse photo now.
You sure about this? You think she's gonna be awake this time of night?
I'm positive. This is the best time to do it.
Oh man, this is gonna be fucked. Okay. According to her noise feed, Yuriko Kurosawa is currently attending a massive party. I'm sure the venue will be packed to the brim with her scumbag friends. She's been posting about it for days. It wasn't hard for me to find out all the information I needed, since whoever organized the party posted it as a public event. Yuriko is about to receive a photo of her own corpse. And in less than an hour's time, she's gonna receive her carbon copy corpse in a body bag in front of at least 100 people. The massive panic that will break out is sure to be hilarious. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to miss my sister's final moments. Maybe she'll kill herself in front of her closest friends, or maybe the terror will slowly eat away at her. She'll go home first before deciding she just can't take it anymore. I'm happy with either result. She's finally going to get what she deserves. I hate her so much. She's a low-life degenerate, a delinquent, the utter scum of the earth. And she never calls me. How she remembers I even exist.
Ready to go?
So something happened to Yuriko and Noriko's mother when they were little. They've like mentioned some snippets, but we don't know what's happened yet. She does like to watch. She did say that she has voyeuristic tendencies, so. It's the burner I picked up from home earlier this morning. Yuriko's corpse photo is glowing on the screen, ready to be launched into the network. I hit send.
Okay.
Kojiro nods and hauls the zipped-up body bag onto his shoulder. The weight of the cadaver inside causes him to stumble a little, but he regains his balance and shuffles towards the factory entrance. I examine the body bag as Kojiro carries it. It's the same white HRP that we picked up from the morgue, but I've made a rather nice adjustment to it. Big bold letters are scrawled along the sides in purple and black permanent marker. It says, "With love, from Corpse Girl." Underneath the massive letters in smaller script is Corpse Girl's website address. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates the other side of the bag. It's the very same character that dances animatedly on Corpse Girl's website. Holy shit, Tomoe told me that this was a bold move. Kojiro didn't seem to care. Yuriko Kurosawa is about to be publicly executed. Tonight is the night that Corpse Girl becomes known to the world. This is gonna go so bad, I think. This is the quietest house party I've ever witnessed. I only managed to catch a glimpse of it before Kojiro shields my eyes with his ice-cold hand. I want to object to him censoring my vision, but the smell of blood causes me to slump against his shoulder, and I resort to whimpering quietly as he places me gently on the ground. The vision of the house party from hell is still vivid behind my closed eyelids. Wait, what happened? It's not like I've been to too many house parties in my life. In fact, when I really think about it, I don't think I've ever been to a single one before this moment. I've seen them on television, I've seen them in movies. They're always loud, music is blasting, people are dancing, drinking, making out. The scene I witnessed doesn't look like any of that. I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't line the floor at a regular house party. I'm pretty sure trails of blood aren't on the guest list. This party is weird. Walls are splashed, there's broken glass everywhere, specks of blood are dotted across the furniture. Someone in the next room is sobbing quietly, someone above, perhaps inside the ceiling, is groaning. Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a bored expression hovering over his features. He still has his hand over my eyes. He taps the fingers of his other hand against the body bag beside him. His digits drum out a rhythmic beat upon Yuriko Kurosawa's clone, still zipped up and sealed inside her temporary coffin. I think Tomoe is still in the van. She said something about not wanting to get messed up. I never planned on entering this party, but Kojiro dragged the body inside, then returned shortly after and told me I should come and take a look. Wait, was everybody dead already? What's up, Memudi? How you doing today? So here I am. Here I am blinded by Kojiro's misguided attempt to protect me from the carnage I willingly unleashed. Apparently everybody's dead, Belle. I asked him if he killed all the people here. He said no. I suppose I believe him. I managed to squint through a gap in Kojiro's fingers. Momentarily, the blurred shapes of 4 or 5 bodies are on the floor in front of us. There's a stray arm lying limply on a chair that's currently unaccounted for. Kojiro presses down firmly against my face and my vision darkens once more. I hear his voice and imagine his calm demeanor in my mind.
Thoughts?
I don't know what happened. Everybody died.
Don't know.
I haven't managed to sort my head out just
Your
yet.
sister's over there. Well, a corpse that looks like her, at any rate.
Give me a second.
Seen better days. Okay, well, I hope it gets better, Memudi. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you can have a good time while you are here.
Okay.
Kojiro releases his grip from my face. I stand. I tiptoe forward, stumbling thanks to my still blurring eyes. I can make out the shape of a sofa close to the wall, and I approach it carefully. Oh. She is dead. Wow. The empty gap between the sofa and the wall is a 3-foot wide space. I'm not sure why the owner of this house doesn't keep the sofa directly against the wall. The empty space here seems kind of useless. Maybe if the sofa is all the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. That's a possibility. I would personally just get a bigger TV so that the sofa can be kept comfortably flush with the wall. The gap here really annoys me. It's making me irritated. I want to push the sofa back myself, but I know I don't have the strength. It's a massive thing, bigger than I am, maybe even bigger than Corpse Girl. Even if I'm strong enough to move it, there's still the issue of my sister lying here between the sofa and the wall. She's in the way. I have to move her first, and the thought of touching her is absolutely disgusting. Even when she was alive, I never wanted to touch her. She was a foul excuse for a human being.
Hey, Yuriko. Long time no see.
What's up, Lord? See you. How are you today?
You don't look so hot. Guess I'm prettier now, huh? Why do you never call me? Whatever. I wouldn't answer the phone anyway.
She doesn't say anything. The sound of someone grunting behind me doesn't interrupt my concentration. I assume it's just Kojiro clearing his throat.
Have you seen Mother lately? I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm sure she's fine. Are you still on parole? I heard you were working at a clothing
That's actually
store.
her sister. Yeah, her sister's dead. Her sister's at a party, and apparently everybody at the party's dead too.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm working for Temujin at the moment.
Yuriko nods.
It's okay. There are worse jobs, I'm sure. How did you get that cut across your throat? Does it hurt?
I reach forward and slip my fingers into Yuriko's gashed throat. When I remove them, I frown at the red blood dripping down into the gaps between my knuckles.
That's disgusting. Remember when you bandaged me up after I busted my knee? You said Mother would be mad if she found out that you hurt me. So you tried your best to fix me up before she got home. She found out, though. I think she's going to find out about this, too. There's no way you can keep this from her, Yu.
Yu Hakusho? I wipe the blood onto my skirt.
Oh? Him? That's Kojiro. He's a friend. No, there's nothing between us.
I hear the grunt from behind once more.
I know. You're actually nicer than I remember. Why couldn't you ever be this nice when we were kids? If you'd been this nice to me, then maybe I wouldn't have spent my entire teenage life wishing you would drop dead. Oh, I guess my wishes came true after all.
Yuriko laughs along with me. It doesn't sound like the laugh I remember. More like a gurgle, like she has something caught in her throat. A trickle of blood pours from between her lips and she coughs.
Do you need a tissue?
Oh, she's still alive?
Here.
I unzip my handbag and retrieve a tissue, then hand it to Yuriko. She tilts her head and sprays the rest of the blood from her mouth.
Noriko.
She's still alive?
Okay.
What?
I gotta go. Say hi to Father for me, okay?
I leave Yuriko behind. Holy shit. After making my way out of the cursed house, I find Kojiro waiting by the van. Tomoe has shut herself inside and rolled up all the windows.
I think we're done here.
Okay, leave this here?
He lazily indicates the body bag on the ground.
Yeah, I guess so. We didn't need it after all.
Guess not.
Kojiro slaps his broad hands across his trousers. Dusting them off, he cocks his neck to the side and stretches his limbs. I make an attempt to reach for the van's door, but Kojiro stops me.
Curious about what happened?
Only a little. She's dead, though. Or dying. That's all that matters. Oh, actually, give me 1 second.
I quickly dart back inside the house. I weave across the room and duck behind the sofa once more. Yuriko is silent and unmoving. I do my best to push her body to the side with my skeletal arms. She budges an inch or two, and I find what I'm looking for. Her phone buried between her ass and the carpet. I turn on the screen and find there's no fingerprint or passcode lock. The photo of Yuriko's corpse, the very same photo that I sent to her earlier, is still on the screen.
I guess she did receive the photo then. Maybe that's all it took this time. She must have been pretty freaked if she killed all the people here. This is like the Kotomi Ida situation all over again.
My voyeuristic tendencies flare up and I decide to look through the rest of her photos. I swipe across the screen just once and nearly jump out of my skin. Yuriko received a photo right before she received the one I sent. It arrived 10 minutes before my photo. What's up, Velcor? Uh-oh. It's another image of a corpse. Another photo depicting her death, but it's completely different than the one I crafted. What the fuck? Someone else sent Yuriko Kurosawa a photo of her own corpse only 10 minutes before I did. Yuriko received a corpse photo from somebody else. What is going on? I examined the photo in detail. It's well made. Just like my own work. If I didn't know any better, it would be easy to assume that I made this. But what stands out most is the writing at the bottom of the image. It simply says, "Stab Shuji at the party." Stab Shuji at the party. Who the hell is Shuji? Is he here? Is he one of the dead bodies scattered around this accursed house? I quickly discard the thoughts of Shuji. A more important question has come to my attention. What's up, John? How you doing? Is someone else crafting corpse photos and sending them to people? What up, Peregrine? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Does Corpse Girl have a copycat, an imitator? But why target Yuriko? Why target somebody whose death was requested through Corpse Girl's website? I can't process this right now. It's already past midnight and I'm utterly exhausted. I shove Yuriko's phone into my handbag and get the hell out of the house. Uh-oh! Some crazy shit's happening. June 17th, Wednesday, morning. Today is not a suitable day to go to the office. Nice, Peregrine! Hell yeah! Congratulations! That's awesome. Today is not a suitable day to wake up and shower. Yeah, we got rated by Rune B, an amazing streamer. If you all aren't already following her, you should be. She's amazing. I really do, you know. B is really cool. Go follow her. She's amazing. Today is not a suitable day to force those tiny pills down my throat. Today is a day to lie in bed and rest my face on the pillow caked with yesterday's makeup. I don't know what the time is, and I don't really care. My phone has buzzed several times, but I simply don't have the energy to reach over and look at it. I want to just stay here and be warm and comfortable and not think about anything. I don't want to think about the house party last night, but I keep thinking about it. I don't want to think about finding Yuriko's body in that irritating, useless space between the sofa and the wall. I don't want to think about my sister's final words to me, those bitter syllables that she used all of her remaining strength to force between her blood-soaked lips. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm probably have said the same thing to her if I was in her position. I don't want to think about the possibility that someone else was responsible for Yuriko's death. It was supposed to be Corpse Girl. Me. I was supposed to be responsible for my sister's death. Somebody else caused her death. How dare they steal that from me? How dare they? A copycat, a nobody. The more I don't think about it, the more I find myself thinking about it. Think. Why would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? How would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? Corpse Girl is mine. Mine! What up, Noodles? How you doing today? Corpse Girl belongs to me. I'm not infamous enough yet to have an imposter. Surely I'd be kidding myself with delusions of grandeur to think that I've earned an imitator. But the fact remains that somebody sent Yuriko a corpse photo that was meticulously edited and just as convincing as anything I could make. Those instructions: stab Shuji at the party. Stab Shuji. Did Yuriko do it? Did she pull a knife and slit Shuji's throat? What about the other people at the party lying cold on the floor? Did she kill them as well? Did Yuriko imitate Kotomi Ida's final moments and cut down a swath of people, all in an effort to spare her own life? And then, who turned the knife on Yuriko? Someone acting in self-defense? Did she kill them too? There are too many questions and not nearly enough answers to satisfy my hungry mind. In an effort to find a silver lining in the whole situation, I think about how Kojiro left the body bag at the party. Hopefully the police will discover the corpse and link Corpse Girl to the murder case. Her name and website were written all over the HRP after all. Everything might work out, as long as Corpse Girl claims the credit for the deaths. My popularity still has a chance of skyrocketing. My website will be inundated with new requests. Requests from people begging for me or Corpse Girl to kill on their behalf. Yes, last night's slaughter may actually be the best thing that could have happened. I'll happily steal the credit to propel Corpse Girl's name into the stars. I roll over and bite my pillow until it's soaked through with saliva and blood as I scream until my lungs give out. Yeah, she's fucking angry. She's a little mad. I think she's a little mad. So what's the premise of this? If y'all are just joining, or you're unfamiliar with this game. Basically, we play a girl named Noriko Kurosawa, and she runs a website called Corpse Girl. And at that website, you can request for somebody to die. You just have to give them, information on the person that you want dead. And what Noriko does is that she will send them a photo of their corpse. Basically, she finds a photo of a corpse on the dark web, then she edits it to look like the victim. And then she steals a cadaver from the hospital and makes up the corpse to look like said person. And in doing so, she completely breaks the mental of whoever was requested to die, and they end up killing themselves. And that is who we are. I know, right? These spoilers. There's a lot more intricacies, happening in that, and you can watch my VODs, and they will be on YouTube soon. Just throwing that out. Haha, YouTube, yay. But this is a really good visual novel. If you like horror visual novels or psychological visual novels, this is a fantastic one, and it is on sale right now on Steam, $17.99 plus tax. Go check it out. Go do it. It's fantastic. The house party from hell is all over the news. It's being live streamed. It's all over Noise. It's all anyone is talking about. Noise is like Facebook. Didn't expect anything less. A dozen or so people dead. A corpse in a body bag. A cryptic message with love from Corpse Girl. The police are trying desperately to pull all the pieces together. The detective, Shinya's father, has his face plastered over every news outlet. He says the whole event is linked to the previous string of murders, the one with corpses decorated to look like the victims.
Of course it's linked, you utter dipshit. It's all Corpse Girl's doing. It says so on the fucking body bag.
There might be some other things at work here. We're not completely sure yet. I'm not completely sure yet. There might be some more things going on. Except, this wasn't Corpse Girl's doing, but the more I lie to myself, the better I feel. I'm the only one who knows that a copycat was responsible for the deaths. I'm the only one who has seen the photo with the instructions to kill Shuji. I've still got Yuriko's phone. That's all-important piece of evidence that will surely serve me better than the police. According to various threads on Noise Channel, the police tried to redact the image of the body bag with Corpse Girl's website written on it. But once something is on the internet, it's pretty much impossible to remove it. The fact that the police wanted it deleted only served to increase the speed at which the image spread. 1,000 posts around the web are all asking the same thing. Who is Corpse Girl? Apparently a lot of people are too scared to visit the website. They fear it might incriminate them, like the police are ready to knock down the door of anyone who visits the site. It's interesting. Yeah. There's multiple words in this that are highlighted to different colors. I'm not sure what it means yet. Like, obviously there are important things like Corpse Girl, right? And you'll see more. I'm not sure if like the colors symbolize anything or if it's like just like an artistic thing. I don't know. We'll see. But that reluctance, that hesitance hasn't conquered the hearts of the truly curious. Corpse Girl's website has received over 1,000 visitors today. The overwhelming majority of IP addresses accessing the site are based in Tokyo, even though the murders are known all over Japan. News outlets in Tokyo are really having a field day with it. I expected most of the web traffic to be local, but it's still nice to see some visitors from elsewhere. Osaka, Kyoto, Sapporo, Fukuoka. Hell, there are even 2 hits from the USA. Corpse Girl is finally becoming well known. However, despite the influx of web traffic, not a single request has been made. I pout in annoyance as I stare at my laptop screen. The request inbox shows no unread messages. It's almost too difficult to believe. I wonder if the changes I made to the site's front page have deterred people from using it. I'm asking for a lot more information now. A victim's name and address are necessary to submit a request. I'm about to shut down my laptop in annoyance when a little detail grabs my attention. The last message in the request box. It's stamped with a time and date. Today, 5:45, about 15 minutes ago. Huh? This request can't have come through this evening. It's been marked as read, which means I've already opened it. Curious, I click on the message. The photo that downloads is of somebody I have never seen before, an unremarkable man, but someone that I would instantly recognize if I had previously opened this request. I return to the inbox and examine the times and dates of each message in closer detail. Every message is marked as read, so I had assumed all of these were requests from previous days, but it would seem that I was wrong. The messages are all from today. There's an entire page full of requests that have just been made since this morning, 25 in total. Holy shit! Yeah, right, nobody uses a VPN or proxy, yeah. Why are they all marked as read? I haven't seen any of these! I madly open all of them. The photos of victims quickly download in succession, and I skim through them. Not a single familiar face. What's going on? As I'm making my way through each message, a brand new request pops up at the top of the screen. I'm about to click on it when it suddenly turns gray. The tiny little closed envelope icon next to the message transforms into an open envelope right before my eyes. Uh-oh! I'm struck with a single terrifying thought. Somebody is reading these requests before me. Somebody somehow has gained access to Corpse Girl's request inbox, and they are reading every single new request before I do. Somebody else has access to these requests. I can't believe it. I'm so shocked that I don't know what to do. I stare blankly at the screen, my mouth hanging open in disbelief. Has somebody hacked into my site? In a desperate bid to regain my composure and measure of control, I hunch over the laptop and begin tapping at the keyboard. I access the site's security settings in order to check the most recent visitors. All the traffic is only accessing the front page of the website, as it should be. But one other user has accessed the site's admin panel directly. The security settings show that the 2 people are currently logged in to the admin panel, myself and some stranger. I look up the IP address of the visitor and find it's based in Tokyo. Perhaps someone who saw the news reports about Corpse Girl decided to try hacking into my website. Cannot abide a blasphemous transgression like this? How dare they set foot upon my holy soil? I'm burning with rage as I click into the site's advanced security settings.
I'll change my password. I'll ban the hacker's IP address. I'll kill them! I'll kill them for defiling Corpse Girl's website!
There's June 18th, Thursday, afternoon.
You heard me.
Yeah, so?
Can't you track them down? Don't you have, like, connections?
Me?
Me?
Already hooked you up with cadavers. Don't know what else you want.
I want you to find this hacker and let me strangle them to death!
Jeez.
Jeez.
I'm no computer genius. Take it to the police.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Of course.
So what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else. Besides, you still owe me.
Excuse me? What exactly do I owe you?
My share of the corpses. Remember our deal? It It's take with you. We're supposed to share.
Oh, come on. What do you need me for? You're capable of getting the cadavers yourself now that you know how. Just ask Tomoe to drive for you.
Can I store them at the factory?
Store them? For how long?
Don't know. Weeks?
They'll rot.
That's why I won't take them home.
It'll stink up the whole place.
We had a deal.
Fine. Store them at the factory. I don't care. What do you want them for anyway?
Not allowed to ask.
So yeah, that's why he's helping us, because we're gonna share the corpses with him. He wants to. I don't know what he's gonna do with the corpses, so.
Good luck with your hacker. Gotta go.
Right. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
All
thinking
good in
maybe
the
Shinya.
hood?
Sure, whatever.
I'm not in the mood for Tomoe right now. I just want to get back to work and get the day over with and go home.
Come on, cheer the fuck up. There's gotta be someone who can find that.
Cheer the
hacker.
fuck up.
Well, I don't know anyone.
Tomoe just hits you with a cheer the fuck up forehead.
Yeah, me neither. How many requests did you say there were?
70 when I looked this morning.
70?
Jeez.
Jeez.
Tomoe's our bestie. She's my bestie. She's our driver.
How am I gonna deliver that many, you know what?
Keep your voice down.
I said, you know what? I didn't say nothing incriminating.
I don't know, okay? Is that what you want to hear?
No need to snap at me.
Just shut up for a minute, will you?
They're fighting! Don't be fighting!
Wow, sorry, fucking skank.
Tomoe's words hang in the air long after she's gone. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that her usage of the word skank wasn't affectionate like usual. I curse under my breath and return to my desk. I feel like I'm drowning under stress at the moment. Everything is piling up on me, forcing me down, pushing my head underwater, taking away my will to even fight back. 70 odd requests to work through. Thank you for the follow, Impatient Lyric. I appreciate that. A hacker with access to my website. Even if I manage to block them temporarily, I'm sure they'll return. Then there's the copycat responsible for my sister's death. It's all becoming too much. I don't feel like I'm in control anymore. I don't feel like stoic, unflinching Noriko. I don't even feel like Corpse Girl, poor defiled Corpse Girl, with hackers prodding her and copycats mocking her. If I don't feel like Noriko, and I don't feel like Corpse Girl, then just who the fuck am I? June 19th, Friday night.
Thank you for meeting me after work. I hope you don't mind eating at this restaurant.
Of course,
It's Aoi! Okay, so a little backstory on Aoi. We've known Aoi since high school, or middle school or something. Noriko was in love with Aoi, but Aoi has very severe social anxiety. And I want to say that she also has some OCD. I'm not sure though. But right now she's being harassed by... She works at a maid cafe, right? She's being forced to work at a maid cafe. And she's being harassed by an older family member that's basically assaulting her. And she's not doing good.
It's nice to see you. I feel like we only ever talk on the phone these days.
Yeah, is something troubling you?
She doesn't know that we're Corpse Girl. Another deeper, darker part of me just wants to throw everything away and hold her in my arms and let her tell me that everything will be okay.
Noriko, you've got a weird look on your face.
Sorry.
You can talk to me.
I'm kind of swamped at the moment. Do you ever get that feeling that you're drowning underneath the weight of everything? That no matter what you do, you'll never escape your situation?
This game gets really real, like, at a bunch of moments, so just be prepared for that.
What am I saying? Of course you get it. You've been through so much shit.
Noriko, we've both been through a lot. School wasn't easy for either of us. I know you better than anyone. I know everything about you.
That's true.
That's almost true. It comforts me when I remember just how close Aoi and I used to be, but times have changed. I've changed. I might as well be a completely different person these days. There are things about me that Aoi doesn't know. Things that make up who I am, who Corpse Girl is.
I guess I'm just overwhelmed. Maybe I need a vacation.
A vacation, huh? That does
Right?
sound
Oof,
nice.
not everything.
Okay. Dream vacation destination.
Japan! Hell yeah, we're already there!
Come on. We used to play this all the time.
Oh, my
Don't
neck.
think about it. Just Tell me about your ideal getaway.
Somewhere sunny?
Lies. Meh. Oh, that was adorable.
Don't laugh at me.
I just can't imagine you in the sun.
Same.
Seriously. You said dream vacation, so yeah. In my dreams,
In my restless
I'd
dreams,
like to go somewhere sunny.
I see that, son.
Maybe Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Or Australia.
Australia.
Could you imagine me with a tan?
You should go. Go to Hawaii or Australia or wherever.
Do something good for
Something
yourself.
good for yourself.
Guys, do something good for yourself.
Aoi.
Aoi.
Come on. You
is
know
not
it's
that
not
simple.
that simple.
But why not?
Really? How can you, of all people, ask me that?
Yeah, just go on vacation, forehead.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can't even leave your apartment without checking that the light is off or that the faucet
She does
isn't
have
running.
OCT.
You need to
Okay,
check
I knew
like,
it.
10 or 20 times.
I'm aware. At least I can go out.
Hey, I'm out right now, aren't I?
Are you?
Excuse me?
Does a safe little place like this even count? How is this any different than your tiny apartment?
Uh-oh, we're fighting.
It's completely different. I'm surrounded by people, and
It's the same. You don't go anywhere new. You're too terrified to step outside of your comfort zone.
oh, come on. You can't talk. You couldn't even start working at the office with me because you were too anxious to leave your apartment.
That's not fair. If I'm not certain about everything, then it's too hard to... Why are we fighting? We both know what we're battling with, so... Why?
Right, some shit was going down.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You need to apologize to Tomoe as well, Noriko.
I'm sorry too.
We sit in an uncomfortable silence for a while. Every now and then, Aoi shuffles in her seat and checks her phone. I said some nasty things to her. Sometimes I talk before I can even think twice about what I'm saying.
Aoi? Tell me about your dream vacation.
Mine? I'd actually like to go somewhere colder.
There you go.
I like the cold. I like to wrap up in blankets and sip hot cocoa.
Oops.
That doesn't
Fuck.
sound half bad.
Sorry.
There's something nice about snuggling up in the cold.
Right? I'm glad you agree.
You think we'll ever get away?
I am certain we will.
Maybe we could go somewhere together.
Maybe. By the way, I wanted to tell you that I'll be leaving the maid cafe soon.
Really? That's great!
Nice. Oh, Ruben. You have to stay. Ruben, you're here forever, dude.
What does your manager think?
He pauses before answering. I'm not sure if she's thinking or trying to build suspense
I
or...
think he's had a change of heart. He said I can do what I want.
That's fantastic,
Right, the suspicious
Aoi.
person.
It's a relief, that's for sure. My last shift is tomorrow. After that...
What if Aoi's the one that's hacking into Corpse
After
Girl?
that, I'll finally be able to escape that one guy.
Aoi hangs her head. This is remember, she's getting assaulted by a family member, no less. She doesn't have to say anything more. I know that she's talking about her stalker, that disgusting guy that makes advances on her at work. I'm sad that I had to come to Aoi quitting her job in order to escape him, but a solution is a solution.
What will you do for work?
I'm sure something will come up.
She is hella sus. I don't know, but I still want to protect her, but she's still hella sus. Yeah, she's the one who told Emmy about Corpse Girl,
I
yeah.
have a bit of money tucked away, so I'm not too worried. And my boyfriend has a good job.
Boyfriend?
He'll probably help out.
Excuse me?
Your boyfriend?
What? I'm slightly shocked that Aoi dropped that nugget of information so casually. Since when has she been seeing somebody? She's never spoken of a boyfriend before. A sharp knife carved from jealousy pricks my heart, and I have to look away from her in order to hide the tears welling in my eyes.
We've been together for a little while. His name is Junpei.
Junpei! Stupei! I'm a big Noriko fan. I don't know if you guys could tell that, but I'm a big Noriko fan. Oh, why did it delete that? Yes, this is Brianna. Yeah, she's Rem from ReZero. Yes, you are correct. I don't know. Oh, it thought ReZero was a link. That's why it deleted your message. But yes, it is.
Actually,
Like,
he's going to pick me up in a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna meet Junpei and we're gonna kill him. I mean, what? Junpei. I hate him already. I hate the sound of his name, and I hate that stupid looking face that my imagination cooks up. Has he kissed Aoi? Has he touched her? Has he slept with my Aoi? I'll kill him. I'll fucking murder him in his sleep.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Aoi's phone vibrates against the table. She glances at the screen and lets out a tiny squeal.
Oh, he's here now. I'll introduce you.
Thanks.
I cut myself off and ignore Aoi's quizzical stare. Aoi stands up and looks towards the door. She claps her hands in excitement and waves at a broad, bumbling man staggering toward our table.
Hey, babe.
Okay. Junpei. Look at this guy. Look at his lecherous eyes, his drooling mouth, his disheveled clothes. How he's dating this fucker? She could have had anyone she wanted. She could have had me. She could have had my gorgeous body. I would give myself to her any time that she wants. She picked Junpei over me?
Is your friend?
Yes. Junpei, this is Noriko.
Sup?
Hi.
Aoi talks about you a lot.
She does?
Probably.
We're going to go catch a movie. Would you like to join us, Noriko?
Nah, babe, remember you said we were gonna...
Junpei?
It's fine. I've got stuff to do.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
Well, see you.
Lates.
Bye.
Lates, brah. Aoi grabs Junpei's arm and the two lumber away. Maybe he's a good guy, okay? Maybe he's a good guy. I give up. Clearly can't compete with what Junpei has to offer her. I'm over her anyway. I had my chance in senior high school and I blew it. Moved on. That's my conviction, right? I want her so badly. But I'll just keep moving forward. I can find someone else to fill the void until I can have her. I'm over her. I'm over all of this. Junpei isn't even worth killing. I don't have time to waste on him anyway. I have something like 70 requests to work on. I don't have time to be relaxing here. I need to go home and work and fulfill Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I do that, maybe I can get over Aoi. And if Corpse Girl becomes famous enough, maybe Aoi will respect me and love me and we can be together and we can go to Hawaii or Australia or Switzerland or Norway and drink hot cocoa in the sun and snuggle up together to stay cold, and we can get over our fears and anxieties together and we will always be happy even if Junpei dies and Aoi wouldn't even care about it and she could just kiss me on the beach and we'd be so happy together. Everything would be so much better if Corpse Girl could get her shit together and just pull herself up from my mind and not drown in the endless thoughts of what if and who and why that circulate like draining water within my brain. Everything would be so much better if Aoi just loved me like I love her. But for now, I'm over her. I have work to do. Each corpse blurs into the next. They all look the same to me now. Each cause of death is just as insignificant fact. Just a bullet point, a tiny detail to be incorporated into a photo. I've lost track on how many photos I've created tonight. 20? 30? But the requests keep coming in. I thought there were 70, but there's so many more now. 200, 300? I can't waste my time counting them. This is going to die from a baseball... This one is going to die from a baseball bat to the face. This one is going to drown. This cute guy is going to sever his own head. And this pretty girl will electrocute herself. They're all going to leave beautiful corpses. Beautiful corpses and beautiful photos. We'll have fun collecting corpses that look like these victims. Me and Tomoe and Kojiro will apply makeup to each corpse and we'll dress them up. And we'll zip them up in cute little body bags and put a nice little ribbon on top and deliver them to our victims. And each one will die in turn and leave behind a beautiful corpse. Beautiful corpses all over Tokyo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful just like me. So slim and skeletal and perfect. So real. Each corpse will look just a little bit like me. Gorgeous. Kojiro called me gorgeous once. Now he's never called me gorgeous. I don't have enough burner phones to send out all these photos. I'll have to use each phone multiple times. Maybe I can send 10 photos from a phone before I dump it. That's a good idea. It will reduce the amount of work. We also won't have enough room in the van to collect so many corpses from the morgue. We'll have to make a few trips back and forth from the morgue to the factory to the morgue. wonder how many bodies we can fit inside at once. 5, 10, 15? If we stack them all on top of each other? I wonder if I could squeeze in between them instead of sitting in the passenger seat. I'm pretty small, I'm pretty skinny. I could probably zip myself up in a body bag and hide amongst the cadavers and pop out and scare Kojiro when he opens the van to unload them. Boo. Got you, Kojiro. Bet you didn't know I was in here with the corpses. But I look just like them, don't I? Can you unzip a body bag from the inside? I'll have to try it out. I can imagine Kojiro's shocked expression when I pop out, like a naked singer bursting out of a birthday cake. Maybe I could strip down before I get into the body bag. I bet he'd like that. I bet he'd like to see me slide out of the body bag, completely bare, with my pale skin and my bony arms and my scrawny legs. His eyes would pop out of his skull when he looks at my prominent ribcage and my hips and my tiny flat breasts. He'd probably think about it every night before he goes to sleep and fantasize about me and my perfect body, and he'd dream about cuddling up with me in the body bag and hiding between the cadavers in the van.
Boo! Got you!
Ooh.
Fuck. What the fuck, Noriko?
I pull the top of the body bag down around me and let my chest breathe in the morning sunlight.
Boo! Boo!
My naked skin tingles from the fresh air. I don't think I've ever exposed this much skin to the sun. I giggle and watch Kojiro step back.
Got you! You didn't know I was in here!
I wrestle my arms free and make an L shape with my hands. I press it against my forehead.
Kojiro's a loser! Kojiro didn't know I was in here! Na.
Just wondering why you wouldn't answer your phone. You're naked.
Boo! Climb in here with me!
You okay?
Climb in!
Wait, is this actually happening? I unzip the body bag further to make room for Kojiro, but he doesn't advance. He simply stands outside the van, staring at me in disbelief. He pulls his phone out of his pocket and presses it to his ear.
Found her. Back of the van. Yeah. In an HRP. Okay.
Kojiro hangs up the phone and puts his hands on his hips.
Clothes in here too?
No, but I'm very cold. Come warm me up.
You're lucky we didn't leave the factory yet. These deliveries can wait. Go inside, get dressed.
Can't leave the body bag. I'm naked.
She's fucking snapped, dude.
Shit.
Kojiro returns his phone to his face.
Bring her some clothes.
Mad. Kojiro approaches the van. He ducks his head under the roof and stares into my
Tomoe's
eyes.
coming outside. She has clothes.
Not gonna wear them. I'm a corpse now. I'm corpse girl.
Okay.
Okay.
What the actual fuck?
What the actual fuck?
Noriko, put these on.
Tomoe appears from nowhere and thrusts her hand out. In her fist is a shirt and a pair of tracksuit pants, but they don't belong
This
to me.
is all I have with me. Take them.
I reach out to grab the clothes, but then I push Tomoe's hand aside at the last second and send the garments flying out of the van.
Little bitch.
Look at me. I'm a corpse. I'm corpse girl. Get inside the body bag with me, Tomoe. I wanna snuggle.
Ain't no way in hell that's gonna happen. You finally cracked.
I think this is serious.
No way.
I
You
love
think?
Tomoe, she's great.
She's lost her mind. We gotta take her home.
Yeah. Noriko, get out of the van. Sit in the passenger seat.
No.
Noriko, please. We're worried about you. We're gonna take you home.
I don't have a home. I'm a corpse, remember? Take me to the morgue.
I perform my best corpse impression by sticking my tongue out of my mouth and rolling my eyes back. When nobody laughs, I decide to laugh for them.
Right. Enough.
Kojiro climbs into the van and grabs my wrists.
Let me go.
He forces my arms into the body bag so they're pinned by my sides. I can't fight him off. He's far stronger than I'll ever be. He pulls the zipper on the body bag until it completely envelops me. Then he pushes me backwards so that I fall against the stack of cadavers. The van's door slams shut as soon as he climbs out. It's dark. I hear shuffling around outside and then the revving of the engine.
We're going to the morgue. We're going to the morgue.
I sing as loud as I can, but I don't think they can hear me.
Morgue. Going to the morgue.
I laugh until I can't breathe, and then I decide to suffocate for a little bit. Dude, holy fuck. Act 1 clear! We cleared Act